Hey, stay focused in your workout today.
MP, you're my favorite player, man. You always do.
Oh, here comes trouble.
I'm just hoping to get through this game as quickly as possible. It's my least favorite assignment of the season.
You hate those guys?
Not particularly, but it's their PR director that I hate.
What's up? Is that a professional rivalry sort of thing or what?
No. We used to date.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, girl, you know I got you.
That's nice. Thanks, MP. But don't do any... Yo, MP, let's go.
Well, thinking about letting the kids plan the next vacation. 3 destinations and 3 coming back.
Gotta love H-Town. This city shows a hoop of love.
Saw a little bit of it.
Oh, say does that.
Welcome and thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. A couple of rivals going head-to-head here, Clark. You can feel the extra tension in the air.
No doubt about it. That heat is palpable.
Getting ready for the Rockets. Smith, he's checked in for Thompson. Eason comes in for Brooks. Whitmore's checked in for Green. And Holiday subbed in for Van Vliet. And we've heard from MP himself how much a rivalry game means to him. He knows the history of this franchise as well as any of the diehard fans.
I just love MP's competitiveness. Some people feel like rivalries aren't as important anymore, but he's gone the other route. He's looking to motivate his teammates any way he can. And that's why he's declared war on the opponents they have the most history with.
So on the floor for Golden State, they've got Buddy Hield, Jimmy Butler out there with Kuminga. Then it's Moody, and it's the Professor in at the point. Let's send it over to Allie for a report on MP.
Hey, Brian, as we know, a rivalry game tonight, and MP knows this one means a little more. I asked him about it, and he said it's a special matchup. You can feel it. Everyone from the front office to the PR guys to the coaching staff to the players, everybody's hyper-focused on getting this win. And then he added, and don't forget about our great fans, we know you guys want this one. This W is for you.
Yeah, good stuff, Allie. Thank you. Here's Whitmore outside. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Improving his assist numbers with that vision. Şengün coming into his own.
Golden State has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Kuminga with a screen on Holiday. On the take. And he's going for the oop here. And Kuminga throws it down.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
Rockets trail by 4. Smith with a screen on Hield. And that one's good. Whitmore's got his second basket of the night.
Athleticism showing through from Whitmore. He doesn't need much room at all to operate in close.
Butler, a screen on Holiday. Driving inside. Şengün with a steal. And they're on the run. Here's Eason. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Houston making some changes. Landale comes in for Alperen Şengün. And Green is subbed in for Holiday. Since being selected in the 21 draft, Alperen Şengün has really improved.
Yeah, from 9 points per game as a rookie to over 20 in his third year. Şengün has averaged about 5 assists per game over a season. A huge number for a 6'11 post guy. He is so skilled.
Pass to Whitmore. Smith with a screen on Curry. Here's Whitmore outside. The Warriors pull it in.
He's got to be mad at himself. You won't get a better look than that.
Here's Post. Kuminga, the pass to Moody. Here's the Professor. He played a great game against New Orleans. Just 5 to shoot. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And here's Curry for 3. Pure from 3-point range. Curry's got 14.
Well, you got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
Outside Whitmore. The shake. Crafty move. And that one's good. And Green with the assist.
Nice to see such unselfish play from Green, putting the team ahead of himself.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Curry passes to the Professor. Back to Curry. Puts up a 3. Eason pulls it in. Pass to Green. And the layup falls.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
It's not going to go for him. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. The Rockets on top, up 1. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Rockets.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And I've also really liked how aggressive they've been in the open floor. I mean, when they see a chance to push it, they go for it.
And so in the game for the Warriors, they've got Stephen Curry. Kuminga is out there with Moses Moody. And it's the professor in at the shooting guard.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Pass to Landale. Hey, expanding his range. And it's the professor with a rebound. The Warriors leading. Kuminga with it. Here's the professor. That shot off. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. Outside, Green. Nice execution inside from Green.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Moody from outside. Sinks the tray. Moody's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
And here's Green from the arc. They get it back. Here's Landale. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
And Curry's got the ball here for Golden State. They're fresh off a win against the Pelicans.
Talk about strong offensive production. They went out, played to their strengths, and were successful as a result.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You've got to trust in the system.
There's the 3. That shot is off. The Rockets have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Whitmore outside. Here's Landale. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And they earned a place in the top 5 for fast break points. This squad really knew how to make the most of the open court and punish their opponents in transition.
And as you said, a great year for them on the glass. They battled down low. And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. After years of finishing at the bottom of the West, things are looking up for the Rockets, Clark.
You know, B.A., they've done a really good job of drafting and developing players. That combination can allow you to move forward. And along with signing complementary veterans, that adds to the mix as well. And they've done a nice job. And they've got future draft capital, too. So the Rockets are certainly on the rise.
Golden State has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Outside Curry. Pass to the professor. Back to Curry. Shot clock at 3. 3-pointer. Curry splashes it in.
And that's his first triple this quarter. 3 total for the game.
Houston has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Thompson, and so it's Golden State with it. Here's the professor going inside, and he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to go on Jalen Green.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Fires for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
Here's the professor. The kick out, Curry. And that comes off the assist by Green. Green's got his 4th assist with that last one.
He's now matched his three-point total from the first quarter here in the second period. 4 in the game already for him.
Terrific work from Green inside.
Excellent job by Green finishing through that contact.
The Warriors have gotten 5 of their first 11 shots to fall here in the second quarter. Van Vliet with it. Now guarded by Curry. Thompson outside. He buries it from 3. And now it's a 4-point Houston lead.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
And a deep 3 from Curry. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. For Houston, they've gotten 7 of 12 shots to go here in the second. Thompson scanning the floor. Oh, they get a hand on it. It's stolen by Curry. Left side, Green. Here's the professor. Green covering. The professor. And he knocks the jumper down.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
The Warriors have gotten 6 shots to fall out of 13 attempts here in the second. Green with a screen on Green. Got a piece of it. Inside, here's Van Vliet. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Van Vliet, despite his size, he's not backing down.
He's got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He's going to talk it over with his guys. You know, last game they matched up with the Mavs. A tough loss there.
It was poor efficiency scoring the ball. They needed too many attempts to get their points.
Yeah, and I think they just seem to be a page behind, a step slower out there all game.
Outside Peyton. Here's the professor. Green, a screen. He puts up a 3. And it's the professor missing. Houston leading by 7. Thompson with it. Now guarded by Butler. Here's Şengün. And it's the professor with a rebound. The Warriors shooting around 50% in the game so far. Here's Butler. Jimmy Butler, so smooth inside.
An aggressive mentality, always part of Jimmy Butler's game, taking it right at the defense.
Van Vliet scanning the floor. Pass to Whitmore from outside the arc. The Warriors pull it in. The Professor's got 4 rebounds now. Outside for Green. They grab their own miss. Again, Golden State.
The closer the better for Draymond, but once he's in his comfort zone, he's good to go.
Outside Whitmore. To the paint. And there's Van Vliet on the assist by Whitmore. Van Vliet's got 12 points.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Pass to the Professor. Back to Podziemski. 4-3. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
They're making a few more threes this quarter, which should help them cut into that deficit.
Thompson passes to Brooks. A minute 53 left in the second quarter. Good D by Payton. Out to the right wing. Pass to the Professor. Green, a screen. And it's the Professor missing. Van Vliet outside. Down low. Cuts off the pass. Payton against Thompson. They set a pick. Here's the Professor. The dive for the ball. Golden State with a rebound. Clock at 6. He tries for 3. Nails it from 3. The Professor's got 6 here in the quarter. Neither side willing to relent.
That's led to 8 lead changes and a bunch of drama already.
Thompson again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
Butler on the wing. Defended by Thompson. Butler banging his way to the 10.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
The Rockets trail. Thompson outside. Here's Whitmore outside. And it's the Professor with a rebound. The Professor's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Butler, unfazed.
The well-put-together Butler proving that he's just a little too strong there, not allowing the physical defense to stifle him at all.
Here's Van Vliet. The layup off target. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The Warriors on top, up 3. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
61. Fans, please direct your attention.
And we thank you for
their offense is flowing. Guys are getting into their spot. The ball is finding them. Great execution so far, guys.
I'd say our... Next up, let's take a look at our latest... That's it for us. Thanks for...
And if you're just joining us, we played through... Smith, he's checked in for Thompson. Eason comes in for Brooks. And it's Cam Whitmore in for Green. And the Warriors making a change here. The Warriors lead by 19. Smith and Şengün play together in the front court. Fred Van Vliet out there with Cam Whitmore. And it's Eason in at the 3. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
And, you know, the more they penetrated, the more they realized the defense wasn't able to stop them. So they just kept doing it.
And Van Vliet has got the ball here for Houston. And at home for the next game, it'll be New York pulling in to face them. It'll be the second of 3 straight games on their home floor. Second chance shot. Warriors with the rebound. The Professor's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career.
Well, you go back and look at the career that Jimmy Butler's had. Hard to believe that he was the 30th pick of the draft when he came out of college. You got to say that scouts kind of missed on that one.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Jabari Smith Jr. is making some serious strides, and Coach Ime Udoka praised him and said his all-around game, his confidence, great defensive versatility. He's starting to handle and make plays for others. Shooting is a huge asset for him, but we want him to post up and find his mid-range shots as well, where he can rise up over guys. Brian?
He is certainly one to watch, Allie. Thank you. And that one's good.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Jacks up a 3. Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist. Şengün's got 3 assists now in this one.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Here's the Professor. 9 points in the game. There's the triple. Gets the 3 to fall. The Professor's got 12.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Here's Whitmore outside. The Warriors pull it in. Butler passes to the Professor. We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter. Knocks down the triple. The Professor's got 9 points now in the second half.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
The 3, Smith connects from downtown.
And he likes to be the answer guy. Smith with a huge response 3.
Here's the Professor. He's got 15. The 3. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. It's going to go on Cam Whitmore. No good on that one. Shepard, he's checked in for Van Vliet. Fields checked in for the Warriors. Good on the second one. The NBA becoming more and more global, Clark. Şengün, a perfect example of that.
Yeah, Alperen Şengün out of Turkey. Right now on the fast track to being the best player to ever come out of his homeland. So still very young, but boy, his future is quite bright.
And the Rockets making a change here. Holiday is checked in. And Houston has possession. Back to Smith. To the inside. Outside Holiday. Fires from deep. Jimmy Butler with a rebound. Butler's got 4 rebounds in the game.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
26 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to the Professor. Heel to the ball. Butler, a screen on Şengün. Here's the Professor. He drops it from range. The Professor's got 19 points. There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter. Now here's Whitmore. 13 points in the game. And the basket by Holiday.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors continuing to pile it on up. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession in this way. True team basketball.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. On the court for Golden State to start the fourth. They've got Moody. He's out there with Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Curry in at the point. The 3 from Curry. Eason pulls it in. Eason's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Green. He takes it in. He nails it. That's his 5th make in 11 tries.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Curry's shot is off. Rockets trail by 18. Outside Eason. This one for 3. The Warriors pull it in. Curry looking it over. Pass to the Professor. The 3. And he drains it, making him 7 for 15 for the day.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
No good there. Nice D from Moody.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
And it's the Professor missing. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Moses Moody. If you look at rebounding rate, Tari Eason is one of the best in the NBA, Clark.
Yeah, you think about rate, it basically looks at what percentage of rebounds do you get while you're on the floor. And Eason is prolific in terms of boards per minute, uses his 6'8" frame well, and he's gobbling up rebounds at well under 1 every 3 minutes. That's a lot of heavy lifting there, folks.
On the wing, Whitmore. Moody defends. Here's Eason. And it's the Professor with a rebound. The Warriors lead by 18. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Counted from distance. Curry's got 26 points.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Outside, Green. Pass to Eason. And that comes off the assist by Green. Green's got 5 assists in the game.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
Kuminga, the pass to the Professor. Back to Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Rockets. Smith with a screen on Curry. Green, the pass to Eason. Back to Green. From behind the arc. And it's the Professor with a rebound. The Professor's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Outside Kuminga. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Here he goes. Pass to Curry. 5 to shoot. Baseline try. And there's another one for the Warriors.
As a defender, it's got to be a futile feeling when Curry's in the zone like this.
Here's Landale. And Grant, while we want the officials to get it right, I'm sure the league would like to shorten that time officials are at the table.
Tell me about it. You wonder if a time limit should be instituted. If they can't figure it out after a minute or so, just go with how it was called on the floor.
Here's the Professor. Whitmore defending. To the wing, right side. The Professor, the pass to Kuminga. Here's the Professor. Whitmore defending. And that one's good. Kuminga for 3. Kuminga's got 9 points now in the second half. And here are the Rockets now. Outside Whitmore. Again, Houston.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Curry with it. Pass to the Professor. Launches it. Another three for Golden State.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
Outside Whitmore. Fires the three. And that comes off the assist by Green. Green's got 6 assists in the game.
And he's single-handedly trying to keep them alive. Terrific scoring quarter. Will it be enough, though?
The Professor, the pass to Kuminga. Outside Whitmore. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Whitmore's got 26.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
There's a screen by Kuminga. Here's the Professor. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Smith's got 4 rebounds now. Green for 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. Kuminga's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's the Professor. Whitmore defending. To the wing on the left. Here's the Professor. Eason pulls it in. Eason's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Whitmore. The 3 is up. Knocks it down from distance. That's 29 for him.
Things started to click for him in the second half. You can tell the focus and the intent is on.
And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Welcome in to the Jalen Murphy Show. I'm your host, Jalen Murphy. I know.
Keep it up, MP. Keep chopping wood.
Thanks so much, MP.
Another day, another win. Good work.
So how you feeling about your recent play?
Not gonna lie, Coach, I feel pretty good.
So do we, which is why we think you're ready to run with the starters.
Coach, you playing with me? Oh, my gosh, that's great. I've been looking forward to this opportunity.
Now, remember when I told you this is a big boy league, MP?
Mm-hmm.
When the coaches make a move like this, it puts us in the crosshairs. It puts Cliff in the crosshairs, too, because the buck stops with the general manager.
Well, like you said, it's a grown man's league, and if you can't handle that pressure, then you ain't gonna make it that far.
Glad we are understood.
Loud and clear, Coach.
It's time to prove you belong, MP. Good luck.
What's up, everybody? I see
Like a sneeze, please for the get
my garage is a foreign. Anything for $1, they tell me get him, I got it. I did it without an album. I did it with Mariah. Love, I'm on fire. Icy as a hockey ring, Philly, flying. When I bought the Rolls Royce, they thought it was lease. Then I bought that new Ferrari, hey, the rest in peace. Hey, the rest in peace to the parking lot. Phantom so big, can't even fit in the parking spot. You ain't talking about my then what you talking about? Moving silent, and I don't talk a lot. I don't say a word. I don't
They call this place a phone booth. So dial up a double. MP, you got that look in your eye tonight, you better watch out.
Giveaway taking place in our next Wizards home game. The first 10,000 fans will be given their very own Wizards season. We want your time at the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you're having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, please text the word Wizards along with your issue and seat location to 55555. On that road, Best Relations team will respond and address your concern immediately.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set. RJ, this could be a battle won in the trenches. Each team with a formidable front court.
Yeah, both these teams are loaded with a lot of skill down low. Kind of old school. Should be a physical contest.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. We've got Green, the professor out there with Stephen Curry. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Peyton in at the small forward. Now Green, after Chris Middleton missed from long range. They grab their own miss from the arc. Green, no luck. Here's Washington. Here's Middleton. Sinks that one from the post. Middleton's got the first points up on the board tonight here for the Wizards. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Brian Keefe shared a few moments with me. Now, I asked him who hasn't worried out there on the floor, and his answer was Draymond Green. He told me he's a high-effort, high-IQ player who can be so effective. Now, right now, our plan is to stay physical with him and not let him dictate the terms out there. Of course, this means a hard-fought contest down low. Guys?
Thank you, David. Peyton surveying the floor. They set the pick. It's Curry outside. And another three for Golden State.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
Poole bounce pass. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Pass to Carrington. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's the professor. Six on the shot clock. On its way from Curry for two. And the Warriors tack on two more.
You see players around the league trying to copy Curry's one-motion shot, but there's only one step.
Middleton on the wing. Back to Poole. A three ball. Here's Carrington. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Carrington's got five.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Well, over the years, the Warriors have had some historic tax bills.
Yeah, and for the most part, it's been well worth it because it's led to championships and they generate a ton of income. But now, with this tax repeater penalties, you can see why they've tried to cut costs, and every team in the league has followed.
And Poole gets it to go.
Really no surprise to see it go in. Poole had a terrific accuracy from deep.
Curry against Poole. Curry passes to the professor. Outside Butler. Tried to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking it.
The Warriors trail. Pass to the professor. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Sinks the three-pointer.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Now, here's Poole. And he uses the glass on the layup. Poole's got his second bucket tonight.
You got to keep moving when you're inside like that. Poole with the textbook move.
On the wing, Payton. Pass to the professor. Green, the screen. Here's the professor. Outside for Curry. And Sarr pulls it down.
Yeah, they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Carrington. 5 points in the game. And here's Middleton. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Yeah, Middleton is a talented scorer from anywhere on the floor. Goes to the paint and does his thing.
And a deep three from Curry. The rebound by Middleton. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for Washington. It's a 3-point game. Poole kicks to Middleton. His three-pointer's off the mark. Warriors have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Butler, here he goes. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
I tell you what, Butler is a physical dunker. I mean, he takes his craft seriously. I just love watching this guy take off.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now, here's George. No scoring in this one. Pass to Sarr. The three from Poole. Warriors with the rebound. This their first look at this year's Washington squad.
And really an odd series between them a year ago as they couldn't get a win in either meeting.
Butler, no good.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
Poole on the wing. Back to Middleton. And with a few games in the books, Greg, what's the key for coaches during this part of the season?
And Kevin, if I were a head coach, I'd be trying to nail down my best 5. NBA games are mostly decided in that final 3 or 4 minutes. So I want to know who I can trust when it matters most.
And Washington making a change here. Kispert's checked in. No one near Curry as he lets it go. And he hits it to tie the game up.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Pass to Carrington. Back to Poole. Shoots over Curry. The Wizards with another miss. Warriors have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. The professor passes to Butler, and they take the lead. Butler's got his second bucket.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an edge.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside, and this has been a barn burner.
Shot's good by Middleton.
It's difficult trying to throw Middleton off his rhythm. Remarkable job staying with that shot.
Now here's Curry. He's got 8. Lets it go with the 3. Traps in the tray. Curry's got 11 points.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Poole on the wing. Middleton on the wing. Back to Poole. Fires the 3. Jimmy Butler pulls it in.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also
going their way.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
Pass to Sark. Here's Carrington. Takes a three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Carrington's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Wizards. Warriors leading by 3. Greg, it's not the first skill you think about, but Jordan Poole is unreal at the foul line.
I mean, led the league in 22 at 92.5%, beating out teammate Steph Curry by 0.2%. Poole's always been amongst the league leaders in attempts.
Now the Warriors moving it up. Here's Green. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Defensive foul. Substitution on the court.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Brogdon against Curry. Pass to the Professor. Back to Curry. And here is Moody. Green with a screen on Smart. 4 on the shot clock. Moody finds Curry. Oh, Curry so accurate from three-point range.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Brogdon out there with Marcus Smart. Then there's Gill. Then it's Coulibaly. And it's Kispert in at the 4. That's the 5 on the 4 for the Wizards. The shot by Brogdon, no good.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
The Professor passes to Kuminga. Outside Curry. There's the triple. And another 3 for Golden State.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Brogdon. 9-point game his last outing. Curry deciding where to go with it. Rebounded by the Wizards.
Dashes the bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun. You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for job well done that day. Kevin?
Well said. He is a 1 of 1, D.A. And that one's good. Gill.
Every team in the league, all 30, would love to have a player like Marcus Smart. He's always looking to set up his teammates and play lockdown defense.
Stolen by Smart. Here's Coulibaly, defended by Moody. Here's Gill. A miss that time, would have put him up.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Stolen by Smart. One-on-one fast break. Coulibaly, no good. The Warriors have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Pass to the Professor. Kuminga, screen on Smart. Kuminga finds Moody. Golden State moving the ball around. On the wing, Coulibaly. Defended by Moody. Brogdon against Curry. And that one's good, Brogdon. Brogdon's got it all tied up now for the Wizards.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Butler, he's checked in for the Warriors. Payton comes in for Moses Moody.
Substitution on the court.
There's the screen. Here's the Professor. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And the Wizards making a change here. George is checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Podziemski's checked in. Here's Carrington. 8 points for him. Lets it go from deep. They get the rebound, and Poole gets it to go.
Those are some hustle points, really bonus points when you put in a miss.
And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. The Professor passes to Butler. Another shot. Butler with the bucket down low.
The defense has to make it tougher for Butler. Can't give him that.
Poole kicks to George. Poole with it. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Off target from outside.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
Here's the Professor, guarded by Poole. Butler, a screen on Poole. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Shot by Podziemski, no good. Wizards trail by 3. GA, when it comes to the Wizards, they have a pretty spotty track record over the past decade.
Kevin, it's tough to get things right in the draft. Plus, they have just had poor lottery luck, only selecting higher than 8th once in the last decade. But they have passed on some superstar-level talent.
Here's Poole. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Outside, George. Back to Poole. Fires from the line. Again, the miss by Poole. Warriors leading by 5. Here's Green. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And hey, Draymond will make you pay from there when he's given the chance. Great shot.
While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition teams. The Wizards second.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
Outside, George. Pass to Carrington. Hits the three-point bomb. Carrington's got 11.
Nice start for him beyond the arc. He's already hit 3 triples, and I'm pretty sure there's more to come.
Here's the Professor. He's got 9. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
You're right. What a performance. Hey, Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. The Professor. No good on the triple. Wizards trail by 3. Carrington, that's good. He's got 13.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
Warriors have gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. A Professor, good. And the Warriors lead by 3.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Poole on the wing. Picked his pocket. Here's Butler. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And one thing they'll never have to worry about with Butler, he's always going to take initiative.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
Now, here's Poole. 10 points for him. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And with his team trying to trim this margin, his struggles this quarter, they're not helping things.
Green, the screen. The professor passes to Green. The rebound by Carrington. Wizards trail by 4. The shot by Middleton. Wide open. Bangs home the trifecta. Middleton's got 11.
And how smooth is that jumper? Middleton making it look easy from the corner.
Right side, Green. The professor passes to Payton. 5 on the clock. Pass to Butler. Shoots the 3. Washington with the rebound. Poole's got his 4th rebound in this one. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Butler on the move. Makes it off the glass. He's got 11.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. The Warriors on top, leading by 3. They'll be back shortly, live from Washington.
Well, right now for Washington, this is when it starts to get real. You pass the opening night energy, and you're not as well rested as you were.
And now let's talk Golden State. They're in an even matchup through one half of play.
The pace of this game is suiting them well, and it makes...
Thanks for spending half...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Curry has been sensational.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. You talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Butler out there with Green. Then there's the professor. Then it's Curry. And it's Payton in at the 3, the small forward. The Wizards have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department. And it's tied up with that one. Richard, we know that not many teams have had steady core players like the Warriors have had over the past decade.
Well, there's so much player movement these days, and it's hard to keep any roster intact, let alone a superstar team like Golden State.
To the inside. And stolen by Song. Here's Carrington. Had the space there, but it's offline.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Here's the professor. No good that time. So it's the Wizards now. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. Hit the road with that, the first of a 5-game run. A second chance effort, and there's the nice layup by Butler. Butler's got 13 points.
A high IQ play from a high IQ player. Butler, the second chance opportunity there.
Pass to Carrington. And again, Washington, no good.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting one of the past 4 shots to fall.
Here's the professor. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Now it's a 4-point Warrior lead. Poole the pass to George. Now here's Middleton. To the wing on the left. Carrington. The Warriors pull it in. Here's the professor. Good defense by Poole. Wizards have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists tonight.
And catch and shoot. Poole is always ready and willing to pull that trigger.
Here's the professor. 14 points for him. Green, the screen for the three. And he knocks it down. Good-looking three there from the professor. He's got 17.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Middleton. He's got 11. Here's Poole. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Ooh, going to that hole with confidence. Poole converts that contact bucket.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State. The lead is 2. The professor's shot is off. Washington's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Carrington. And again, Washington with the triple.
After a tremendous first quarter, 3 trays, he's put in another.
Here's the professor. 17 points in the game. From deep. It's hauled in by George. George has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
Back to Poole. Just 5 to shoot. Sarr sets the screen for George. They get it again. And Sarr throws it down hard.
Goodness, Sarr is a different type of athlete.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's the professor. And the Warriors miss again.
The one thing he and his coach have in common, they'll both have nightmares about this quarter. Yikes.
Hands it from downtown.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with the basket coming off a quick pass. Now let's see some numbers here on Steph Curry. Coming off a terrific season. He was around 26 points a game last year. 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And he does so much for this team, but it starts with the way he leads the offense.
And he's willing to take on the scoring load. And look, he is more than capable of delivering.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now, here's Poole. He's got 15. Richard, when it comes to Draymond Green, we know about his defense, but what does he give you offensively?
I think it starts with his passing. Not many big men can do what he does the way he does it. And especially effective when he's hitting the 3-ball, stretching the floor, allowing for more space for his shooters.
Warriors trail by 3. Butler on the way. Pass to the professor. For the tie. Carries it from 3-point range. The professor's got 23. For Washington, they've gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Middleton for 3. Connects from 3-point range. Middleton's got 14 points.
And I love seeing Middleton rise up there with confidence, knocking it down for that corner 3.
Here's the professor. Nice spin off the left rim and in. The professor's got 13 points in just this quarter.
Just creating havoc for the opponents the last few games.
He's been relentless, and he's been doing it in a variety of ways. But right there, it's all about the hustle on the offensive glass.
Now, here's George. He has 5. Fires the 3. Draymond Green with the rebound. Green's got 7 rebounds in the game. Butler on the way for the lead. Rebound by the Wizards. Poole's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Carrington, guarded by Curry. Poole with no one around. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got 3 assists now in this one. Warriors trail by 4. Here's the professor. 25 points in the game. Inside, here's Butler. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from George. For Washington, they've gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Off target from three-point range. Golden State's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Here's Curry with the three, and the three ball is good. Curry's got 31 points.
And this has become expected from Curry. Everyone knows how dangerous he is at getting to his spots and capitalizing.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Fauci, with how well Curry continues to play, I'm not sure his three-point record will ever be broken.
It's gonna be tough to do. But even if it does, I think Steph will still be regarded as the best shooter we have ever seen, simply because how he changed the game.
Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for Golden State. Saw the pass to Kispert. Just 3 to shoot. The 3 from Poole. Drills it from outside. Poole's got 11 points here in just the second half. Pass to the Professor. Back to Curry. Here's the Professor. Back to Curry. Three-pointer. And another 3 for Golden State.
Nobody answers the call better than Stephen Curry.
Pass to Coulibaly. And it's Kispert in the corner. Outside, George. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
Here's the Professor. Back to Curry. Outside, Kuminga for the lead. Drills the three-pointer. Kuminga's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Sarr with it. Guarded by Green. Saw the pass to Poole.
There's so much intensity on that interior from Poole. He does not stop.
And a chance for just a second to check out the score.
Substitution on the court.
Couple down.
We've got Brogdon. Also, Marcus Smart is out there. Coulibaly is out there with Holmes. And it's Champagnie in at the 4-man position. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. To tie it up, a Professor. Good. The Professor's got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Here's Brogdon. Pass to Holmes. Outside for Smart. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Just such a quick release there by Marcus Smart. You love to see that just catch, touch, and release.
The Professor passes to Knox. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. It's up a 3. The Warriors pull it in. The Professor's got 11 rebounds in the game. Knox, the pass to Moody. Here's the Professor to take the lead. And the basket by Knox.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Smart finds Brogdon. Holmes with a screen on Curry. To the paint. And Holmes throws it down.
Great job by Brogdon utilizing the screen and then getting it to his man right at the right moment.
Here's the professor. Outside Curry. The rebound by Champagnie.
They came close there to tying it up.
You love the intensity out there right now. Close game. Both teams leaving it all out there.
Clearly a foul.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Wizards.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And also, they took advantage of their quickness, got inside and blew through the open lanes. Great job of attacking the paint.
Looney's checked in for the Warriors. Podziemski's coming in for Kevin Knox. Wizards leading by 4. Lets the 3 fly. Carrington, that's good. Carrington's got 9 points now in just the second half.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Pass to Podziemski. There's a screen. Looking to end the run. And count it. 3-pointer good on the shot from the professor. The professor's got 30 points. Washington's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shot since the end of the third quarter. Here's Middleton. Now Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
And at 7'1", Sarr makes dunking look easy. The defense has to push him further from the rim.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Middleton outside. And a miss there on the triple.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Pulls it from the elbow. The offensive rebound. A professor. Good.
I mean, he is just demoralizing his opponent right now on the backboard. They didn't want anything to do with him on that possession. Almost like they were just giving up on the play.
And you can't teach effort. You can encourage it, but this is why you covet guys who are so self-motivated.
Warriors have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. To take the lead. Rebounded by the Wizards. Middleton looking it over. Poole on the wing. Pass to Carrington. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Carrington's got 6 points in the quarter.
All quarter long, he's been zeroed in and knocks down big shot after big shot here in the fourth.
Here's the professor. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. George is checked in for Coulibaly. Then for the Warriors, Draymond Green, he's checked in for Kevon Looney. Butler comes in for Moses Moody. And Gary Payton has subbed in for Brandon Podziemski. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. They got for us, DA.
Hey guys, Brian Keefe reviewing the game plan with his team during that last time out. He asked his team to dig deep. He said, I know you're tired, but they're tired too. It's about who can give more than the other guy at this point. Show me what you can give. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And let's get an update on Jonathan Kuminga's injury. David, any news?
Hi guys, the head athletic trainer for the Warriors gave us some information. He told me that he has a painful cramp right now, but they're trying everything they can think of to work it out. And this team came into the season with some high hopes. It's not the way they wanted to start things off. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Hopefully we'll see him very soon. George finds Middleton. Back to George. Sarr sets the screen for George. The three-pointer, no good.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds, given what the scoreboard says.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And the way the Wizards like to play, Greg, you can expect them to get out and run.
Yeah, they're young and they can fly, right? They've got speed and athleticism to get up and down the floor. They'll push the tempo as much as you allow.
And here's Poole for three. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Here's the Professor. Green, the screen. There it goes. It's in, and the Wizards' lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from the Professor.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Here's Sarr. Outside, George. The Wizards working the ball around now. Here's Carrington. That ball, nice speed that time from George. Carrington's got 17 points here in the second half. Here's the Professor. Goes up to the stripe. And another basket for Golden State.
Nice play call there. Down the stretch, getting him the open look.
And late in games, throw out those analytics. Give me the mid-range. The shot, it just works.
Now, here's Poole. And the Professor pulls it down. The Professor's got 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Here's the Professor to tie it up. And another three for Golden State.
Look at the damage this young man is doing from deep. And there's another one.
And the defense has to know that taking away his three is the #1 priority. And he's hurt them all game long with that shot. It makes no sense.
And here's Middleton after the three-pointer from the Professor. 6 to shoot. Pass to Poole. From downtown. That one, no good. The Warriors shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Curry passes to Butler to take the lead. That shot, no good. Great D that time from Middleton. And here's George. Here's Poole. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
There's a reason you don't send Poole to the line. He virtually never misses. Led the league in field goal percentage one year.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
And hey, he did just enough to get the lead. That's what's most important.
Here's the Professor. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. The Wizards with the lead. And George kicks to Poole. And he drives in.
Poole will put you to the test as a defender. Like, he's going to come at you.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 3-point game.
See, it's easy to see why his teammates trust him. He's a leader on this team and loves coming up huge in the clutch.
Here's the Professor. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And so Poole will bring it up for the Wizards. Puts the move on, and the layup is good. Poole's got 32 points.
Oh, you have to want the ball in big moments, and Jordan Poole absolutely wanted that shot. I just love this young man's mentality.
They set the pick. The Professor passes to Butler. Here's the Professor. And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Here's the Professor. 5 to shoot. And Curry has it in the corner. Shoots over Poole. Curry can't get it to go.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D. And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play, coming through when it matters most.
Outside, Peyton, and stolen by Song. And now they decide to foul intentionally. He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
There's just so much potential for Sarr. He's got that Wemby-like build with a lot of skill.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
Here's the professor. On the wing, Peyton. Pass to Curry. Shoots over Poole. It drops. And now they trail by just 4.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
No time to waste on this possession.
Clock working against them right now. Got it. I think we knew who was firing off the shot here. Curry is just too consistent not to be trusted with it.
Free throw good by Curry. "15 seconds left in the fourth. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ballgame.
Calm and cool, and his free throw put a bow on this one. Nice way to finish the game off.
Let's hear it for all the dancers.
There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And an intentional foul there stops the clock. He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ballgame. Now a timeout called by Golden State. They trail by 6. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
Still a sliver of hope.
We've seen teams come back from this before. Smart to take the timeout and get everybody focused on exactly what needs to be done.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. And now they foul and stop the clock. It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game. And stolen by Song. And he commits the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game. And so it's the Wizards with the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to.
Season's not over. Plenty of time left.
MP's an elite shooter already. To come into the league and knock down 3